Attention all seniors and Social Security recipients. There's a dangerous new scam out there that's costing people their benefits, their peace of mind, and in some cases years of retirement savings. It's called the identity swap trick. And I'm telling you right now, you need to know how it works before it happens to you. Please watch until the very end of this video because I'll not only explain the scam in detail, but I'll also give you the exact steps to protect yourself. And before we get into it, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and comment below if you've ever had a suspicious call, text, or letter about your Social Security. Your story could help someone else avoid being the next victim. Part 1. What exactly is the identity swap trick? The identity swap trick is not just another scam phone call or phishing text. It is a highly organized, layered form of fraud that specifically preys on seniors who rely on Social Security benefits. The name comes from what these criminals attempt to do: swap their identity into your account while pushing yours out. Unlike ordinary scams where someone is simply after a credit card number or a one-time payment, this trick involves a complete takeover of your Social Security identity. The fraudsters gather enough pieces of your personal information, your Social Security number, your date of birth, your address, sometimes even details about your family members, and they use it to impersonate you in front of the government itself. Once they have enough data, they don't just make small withdrawals. They reroute your benefits, redirect your mail, and sometimes even create a duplicate version of your identity in the system. That's why it's so dangerous. You may not even realize it's happening until your payment suddenly doesn't arrive or you receive a letter confirming a change you never authorized. Think of it this way. Imagine your Social Security account is like your house. The identity swap trick is not someone stealing a single item from the porch. It's someone changing the locks, forwarding your mail to their address, and moving in while pretending to be you. That's how serious this scam is. And the scariest part, once the swap is in motion, fixing it isn't as simple as a phone call. It can take months of proving you are really you before your rightful benefits are restored. Part 2. The red flags you must recognize immediately. The reason this scam is spreading so fast is because it's very convincing. Scammers know exactly what to say to make seniors panic, and they use that fear to get what they want. That's why it's so important to recognize the warning signs before you accidentally hand over your information. The first red flag is urgency. Scammers will often tell you that your Social Security number has been suspended due to suspicious activity. They'll claim your benefits are on hold or that your number has been linked to criminal activity in another state. This is designed to frighten you into acting quickly before you stop to think. But here's the truth. The Social Security Administration never suspends a number simply because of suspicious activity. And they don't cut off your benefits without an official written notice. The second red flag is requests for sensitive information. A scammer might already know part of your information, say your name and birth date from a data breach, but they'll need more to complete the swap. They'll ask for your mother's maiden name, your full address, or the bank account number where your benefits are deposited. These are details the real SSA already has on file. They don't need to ask you for them over the phone. The third red flag is when they involve verification codes. This one trips up even the most cautious seniors. You might receive a legitimate text or email code from the Social Security website. Then the scammer who's pretending to be the SSA will say, "Read me the code so I can verify your identity." In reality, they triggered that code by attempting to log into your account. By giving them the number, you've just unlocked your account for them. Another subtle red flag is changes to your deposit information. If you suddenly find your benefit hasn't arrived, or if your bank notifies you that deposits are being redirected, it's often a sign the scam has already worked. That's the swap in action. Your payments are being sent to the scammer instead of you. The bottom line, anytime someone pressures you, demands sensitive details, or asks you to verify something you didn't initiate, it's time to hang up. Part 3. How the identity swap trick actually steals your benefits. To fully understand this scam, it helps to see the exact steps the fraudsters take. The process is almost always the same, and once you know it, you can spot it before it happens to you. The scam starts with outreach. Scammers will call from numbers that look official, sometimes even showing up as Social Security Administration on your caller ID. They might send an email with the SSA logo or a letter that looks official. Their goal is to gain your trust in the very first interaction. The hook. Once they've got you on the line, they create a sense of crisis. They'll tell you your social security number has been used in crimes or that your benefits are at risk of being frozen. They might even say your bank account is compromised and they need to protect your money by moving it to a safe account. This part of the scam is carefully scripted to make you panic so you don't question it. The extraction. This is when they begin gathering your details. Maybe they ask you to confirm your date of birth. Maybe they say they need to verify your address or your mother's maiden name. Often they already have partial information from a past data breach and just need to fill in the blanks. Every piece of information you give them makes their impersonation stronger. The swap. Once they've collected enough, they log into your My Social Security account or contact the SSA directly while pretending to be you. They change the mailing address, phone number, and bank account information tied to your benefits. From that moment forward, your payments are no longer going to your account. They're going to theirs. The fallout: by the time you notice, it's too late. Your check doesn't arrive or you receive a notice in the mail confirming a change you didn't make. In the meantime, scammers may have also used your social security number to apply for credit cards, loans, or even unemployment benefits in your name. Clearing your record and restoring your rightful benefits can take months, sometimes years. And during that time, many seniors are left scrambling to cover basic expenses. That's why this scam is so devastating. It doesn't just cost you money once. It can create long-term financial chaos, damage your credit, and cause enormous stress at a stage in life when stability is most important. Part 4: Real Cases and the Emotional Toll. To truly understand the danger of the identity swap trick, it helps to hear what happens to real people. I've worked with seniors who fell victim to this scam, and the emotional toll is often just as devastating as the financial one, sometimes even worse. Take Mrs. Thompson, for example. She's a retired school teacher in her late 70s living on a fixed Social Security income. One day, she received a call that looked completely legitimate. The caller ID said Social Security Administration, and the voice on the line sounded professional, almost comforting. They told her there was a problem with her account and that her benefits would be put on hold unless she confirmed some personal information. Because she thought it was an official call, she followed their instructions, giving out her date of birth and social security number. Within a few weeks, her benefit payments didn't arrive. Then she received letters in the mail confirming a bank account change she never authorized. The panic and stress were overwhelming. She had to reach out to multiple agencies, including the SSA, her bank, and credit bureaus, and it took nearly 3 months before she could get her benefits restored. Stories like this are not uncommon. Many seniors feel embarrassed or guilty, thinking they should have known better. But the truth is, these scammers are professionals. They carefully study their targets and use psychological tactics to make them comply without question. They create a sense of urgency, play on fear, and use highly convincing impersonation techniques. The emotional impact is compounded by the financial stress. Imagine suddenly having no access to the funds you depend on for medication, groceries, or utilities. Many seniors report feelings of shame, anxiety, and helplessness, which can lead to health issues like high blood pressure, sleepless nights, and even depression. And for those living alone, the isolation can make the situation feel unbearable. The lesson here is clear. Falling victim is not a reflection of intelligence or caution. It's a reflection of how sophisticated and manipulative these scammers are. Recognizing that fact is the first step toward protecting yourself and the reason why awareness is so critical. Part 5: The Step-by-Step Way to Protect Yourself. Now that you understand how serious the identity swap trick is, it's time to talk about prevention. These steps are simple but incredibly effective, and they can save you from months of stress, lost benefits, and potential identity theft. Step 1: Secure your My Social Security account. If you haven't already, create a My Social Security account at ssa.gov. This allows you to monitor your benefits, track your earnings record, and check your payment history. Make sure the account uses a strong, unique password, and enable two-factor authentication. This simple step alone makes it much harder for scammers to hijack your account. Step 2: Strengthen your passwords. Avoid using the same password for multiple accounts. Use a combination of letters, numbers, and symbols. Consider using a password manager to keep everything organized. A strong password may seem like a small thing, but it's one of the most effective ways to block identity theft. Step 3. Enable account alerts. Many banks and financial institutions allow you to receive immediate alerts for deposits or changes to your account. Set these up for both your bank and your Social Security account. That way, if someone tries to reroute your benefits, you'll know instantly and you can act before it's too late. Step 4. Never share personal information over the phone. If you receive a call claiming to be from the SSA, hang up. Then call the official SSA number yourself. The SSA will never ask you to provide sensitive information over the phone unless you initiated the call. Remember, if someone is pressuring you, that is a red flag. Step 5. Freeze your credit. Consider placing a freeze on your credit report with Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. This prevents anyone, including scammers, from opening new credit accounts in your name. You can lift the freeze temporarily if you need to apply for new credit, but having it in place provides an extra layer of protection. Step 6. Monitor your statements and reports. Regularly review bank statements, SSA statements, and credit reports. Look for unfamiliar accounts, unexplained charges, or sudden changes in deposit information. Early detection is critical. Step 7. Educate yourself about scams. Knowledge is your best defense. The more you understand how these scams operate, the less likely you are to fall for them. Follow official SSA updates, watch educational videos, and share information with friends and family. The scammers rely on secrecy and fear. Education removes both. Taking these steps does more than protect your money. Protects your peace of mind and independence. Part 6. What to do if you've already been targeted. Even with precautions, sometimes scammers succeed. If you believe your information has already been compromised, don't panic, but act immediately. Every hour counts when it comes to stopping the swap and regaining control of your benefits. Step 1. Contact the SSA immediately. Call 1-800-772-1213 or your local SSA office and report the fraud. Explain that you may be a victim of an identity swap. The SSA has specialized fraud units that can place alerts on your account and prevent further unauthorized changes. Step 2. Report the identity theft. Go to identitytheft.gov and file a report. This government website provides a personalized recovery plan guiding you step by step through the process of reclaiming your identity, securing your accounts, and alerting credit bureaus. Step 3. Check your credit reports. Request your free annual credit reports from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Look for any accounts, loans, or inquiries you didn't authorize. If you spot anything suspicious, report it immediately. Consider placing a fraud alert on your reports, which warns creditors to verify your identity before opening new accounts. Step 4. Change passwords and security questions. Immediately change passwords on all accounts related to your finances, email, and Social Security. Update security questions so they are unique and not easily guessable. This prevents the scammer from reassessing your accounts. Step 5. Keep detailed records. Document every phone call, letter, email, and interaction related to the identity theft. Include dates, names, and the actions taken. This creates a paper trail that makes it easier to prove your case to the SSA, banks, and credit bureaus. Step 6. Notify your bank and financial institutions. Inform your bank, credit card companies, and any other financial institutions that your identity has been compromised. Ask them to monitor accounts for suspicious activity. Freeze affected accounts if necessary and ensure your benefits are routed correctly. Step 7. Seek support. Identity theft can be overwhelming, especially for seniors. Don't hesitate to ask a trusted family member, friend, or legal advisor to help you navigate the process. The emotional support can be just as important as the practical steps. Acting quickly, methodically, and with support can make all the difference. Even if you've been targeted, recovery is possible.